If you drive to work in an Indian city, you already know the feeling. You sit in gridlock, staring at the bumper in front of you, and doing the mental math of the daily cost just to keep the engine running. That financial drain explains why 21% of new car buyers have migrated. They are physically queuing at green CNG pumps to lower expenses. This chart plots the raw prices driving that migration. In Delhi, petrol sits at roughly 95 rupees a liter, and diesel is around 88. CNG is down at about 76 rupees a kilogram. Low pump prices are only half the story. The rest of the math starts at the dealership. To find the true cost, we start at the showroom. The base model petrol variant always offers the lowest price of entry. This graphic shows the extra cost of alternative fuels. You pay an upfront premium of 50,000 to 1 lakh rupees for a factory-fitted CNG kit. For diesel, that penalty increases to a 1 to 1.5 lakh premium over the base petrol model. Dealerships focus on the cheaper fuel narrative to sell these upgrades, but they rarely mention how much distance you have to cover before that premium is actually paid off. Your monthly mileage determines which fuel type is actually cheaper. The decision depends on when those fuel savings catch up to the higher purchase price. A standard petrol hatchback gets about 15 kilometers to the liter in city traffic. That means you pay roughly 6 rupees and 31 paise for every kilometer you drive. The advantage of petrol is convenience. You keep your full boot space for luggage, and you never waste time waiting in specialized refueling queues. This gauge shows the contrast with CNG. Because a CNG car delivers 22 to 25 kilometers per kilogram, your per kilometer cost drops to 3 rupees and 46 paise. This discount requires a physical trade-off. You are surrendering a significant portion of your car's boot space to house a high-pressure gas cylinder. There is a logistical cost as well. Because the refueling network is still expanding, you will spend time waiting in frequent, sometimes lengthy queues at the pump. CNG cuts daily running costs by nearly half, but it uses your trunk space and your time as the currency for that discount. Let's project this over a full year for a heavy city commuter logging 15,000 kilometers, roughly 1,250 kilometers a month. This chart maps the annual savings for that driver. With 45,800 rupees in unspent fuel and 5,000 in saved maintenance, the CNG variant creates a 50,000 rupee annual advantage over petrol. Now we apply that 50,000 to the 1 lakh rupee initial premium to the start of the CNG timeline. This identifies the break-even point. The intersection where the car actually begins to save you money occurs between 15 and 30 months of ownership. The savings at the pump only turn into profit after you cross that 15 to 30-month threshold. Diesel seems attractive for city drivers because it offers a low running cost of just 3 rupees and 98 paise per kilometer. This X-ray shows the mechanical flaw for urban diesel drivers, the diesel particulate filter. This component needs sustained high speeds to burn off soot. In slow city traffic, it rapidly clogs. This neglect creates a repair bill between 80,000 and 1.2 lakh rupees. Finally, age-based regulatory bans in metro areas limit the lifespan of these cars, which reduces their long-term resale value. For city commuters, these mechanical and regulatory costs easily outweigh the fuel savings of a diesel engine. This decision flow chart matches your driving habits to the correct fuel type based on your monthly mileage. If you drive under 1,000 kilometers a month, you are a low-mileage urbanite. Your path points to petrol. You will not drive enough to reach the break-even point within a reasonable time frame. It is more cost-effective to skip the premium and keep your boot space. For those driving over 1,500 kilometers exclusively on intercity highways, the choice is diesel. On the highway, diesel's range and engine longevity are superior, and you avoid the soot-clogging risks found in the city. Finally, for the heavy city commuter driving over 1,500 kilometers a month inside city limits, the math favors CNG. Factory-fitted CNG offers the lowest total cost of ownership for this specific user. It avoids the mechanical risks of diesel and the high running costs of petrol. Think of the lost boot space and pump queues as the price of admission for a 50,000 rupee annual return on your investment. There is no universally best fuel. Finding the mathematical formula that fits your specific lifestyle is the only way to genuinely save money.